praises, do all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Waha, Kordash. Double honor to the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to Yaki and pushing this word in truth and sincerity. This is Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp. I wanted to go into a quick lesson, Lord willing. This is edifying. Now, for class on Saturday, out here, Elder Ariala went into a lesson going into the new wine. Okay, going into how we want to be that cluster. Okay, that first fruit, which goes into having that faith, that belief. Okay, because only the elect is going to receive this word. Okay, before the end of this rulership of Esau's. And we're going to bring in a new rulership, a righteous rulership. And we want to be a part of that ushering in. And like I said, that new wine, okay? It stems all the way through that faith. And when you think about it, it goes into also being rooted, okay? Especially in these times. Rooted into the word, rooted into the brotherhood, okay? Stay locked in, okay? Being wise on making decisions. Like I said, we all gonna fall. We're still not walking, being perfect. Because the only man that walked upon the earth that was perfect was Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. That was the only begotten Son, okay? Of who? Who the world ignorantly calls God as well, who in the Hebrew tongue name is Yahweh, meaning He is, okay? He exists. And the only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. And that is who we go through and put our roots in to grow, okay? Stay rooted into that ground, stay grounded into the essence of the truth, the understanding, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, pursuing Isaiah 33, verse 6. Now, I want to see here on Colossians 7, it says, let's start at verse 6. It says, as ye have therefore received Mashiach, okay? And Mashiach, that when you said go into Christ, because it says on here, it says, as ye have therefore received Christ, Jesus, but that is Mashiach, meaning the Christ means anointed, okay? And it says, Jesus, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, that's not the true biblical Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai, okay? The Lord. So walk ye in him. Verse 7, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, and ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Now let's go back and read that again. Rooted and built up in him, okay? Established in the faith, okay? You won't be a part of that. You can't be a part of that cluster, okay? That the elect, the new wine that's being received, who being established upon that good ground. You can put that pursuant to Mark 4. You see, when you ground it up in through the Spirit, then you receive their nourishment. All right? Let's go to the word rooted.
$44.92. Rizao.
Rizaho. Now, when you go into that word rooted, it says to cause to strike root, to strengthen with the roots. Okay, to strengthen. And when you stand rooted into the spirit, okay, stand connected to the brotherhood, connected to that link to Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding increases. Okay, you receive that strength. All right, it says to strengthen with the root, to render firm, to fix, and what are we fixing? Okay, a righteous order, a way of understanding that who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. This is a proper way to run the world, to keep it running forever. And that's going to be established through the kingdom of heaven. And we're just telling you what the scriptures say. How to fix it, you have to purify the land first, because it's been defiled. The whole earth is defiled under the rulership that we're in, under the so-called white man. That's the truth. This is facts. Look at how life was 100 years to today. Look at the death. Look at the resources. Everything is coming to a crash. Look at the financial situation that's being put upon the world. The world needs new management. So this is what we're saying. To get to that point, to fix that, we're too far behind. So we need a righteous, a righteous divine intervention. Okay, we need a righteous government to run upon the world, because we haven't seen that. Okay, not in these times. Our fathers, you know what I'm saying? My dad, grandfather, father, we didn't see none of this. We have never seen a righteous order upon the earth. So this is what we're trying to establish. Sirach 10, okay? Around the 8th verse, one kingdom will be translated to another. It also says in Sirach 10 that, you know what I'm saying, the kingdom goes wherever the hearts of a king go. However the king goes, the rulership or the kingdom flows. Roughly paraphrasing. This is what's been flowing. A wicked rulership, so a wicked kingdom has been flourishing. But when you have that to bring forth death and destruction, and that continues throughout, it will end up being no more, because everything will become dead. You would just have a dead world. So we need something to be established here. The white man has killed off marine life. You look at for centuries, ever since, you know what I'm saying, Adam and, as you say, Eve walked upon the earth in Genesis. We had food grown from the ground. And this nigga, who I'm talking about, the white man, this nigga have came out and said, you know what? All these centuries, this natural food that's been nourishing people, it's been going on, but let's make a better one. We won't have to use seeds, and it's just a one-time use. This is what this man has done. Okay? And that needs to be fixed. Okay? That's what we're bringing forth. That's what we got to stay rooted and built up to keep continuing to let our people know, let the world know, even other heathen nations, that a new rulership has to be established upon the earth, and it's already prophesied that it will be. All right? Cause a person or a thing to be thoroughly grounded. Okay? So we said rooted and built up in him and established in the faith as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Whereas ye have been taught, and we've been taught from who? From our elder apostle Tahar on down. We have been taught. And we have been growing in the faith. If we just and how we do that, we stay rooted. You can see a tree and it don't even look like it's a, it ain't a big tree, but that it could be 6 feet away from the house. That root is probably going all the way on through that house, under the house. You know, so you have to have that if you within that vineyard and like you say you've been in that, we upon that good ground. Then we supposed to stay deep in that soil for we can keep growing and get rooted. Okay, stay in that ground and keep growing and getting further and further into the real, in the wisdom of Yahweh Shemi Shai. Let our people know that this man who gives you GMOs, fake food, that's not the way. Christian people, these churches won't tell you that. Say love everybody, which the Lord didn't say love everybody. We just say that because we're rooted. We're telling you the what they call the straight skinny. This is when you're staying rooted. You're letting our people know I don't want to try to stray away from the truth. We're gonna let you know because we want to stay close to our Lord. He's coming back to render His fierce anger. Okay, His righteous and indignation. Okay, righteous anger because the rulership upon the earth has been terrible. Well, it's been wicked and bad. But a terrible power is coming, Alishaya. That's what we're doing. And we want to stay close to the power because we want to be the elect. We want to be delivered. Lord's willing, we those men. But we got to continue to stay rooted and built up. Right? Okay, I want to get something else here. This is because we gotta see the power of the Lord is finna be shown. But Esau is finna show his hand and it's gonna be real bad out here. And we have to stay rooted and built up. Okay? And like you said, that starts with the belief in the faith. Okay? Alright, so this is Malachi 3, verse 15. It says, "And now we call to proud happy, ye that have worked wickedness are set up. Yea, they that tempt Yahweh are even delivered. Then they that feared Yahweh spake often one to another, and Yahweh hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared Yahweh and that thought upon his name." So you're gonna have Jake, which is when we say Jake, we're talking about the so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans going into the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who brought forth the 12 tribes of Israel through the loins of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who had his 12 sons. We're just saying, okay, that it was going to be a remembrance upon who our forefathers were, that was going to be laid upon the spirit of these men. And they were going to fear the Lord. Okay? And that name was going to be brought back upon these men. And these men was going to continue to try to push the name and the ways and the understanding of the nation, true nation of Israel's ways. That's all. And what's coming. Prophecy. Provide what's coming. What we got to do to get prepared for what's ahead. Something that never been seen upon the earth. Okay? It said, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. You know, he listened. He's hearing the cry of the saints. He listened to who all to the ground, the ones that's grounded in that grounded in that good root, that grounded in that soil, in that ground, right? But the Lord, I mean, we see the chariots that's upon the world. You know what I'm saying? That's the terror. That's bringing fear into Esau. So, Lord will, we're finna see. We about to get up out of here. All right. I'm gonna get one more. Right. Just real quick. I'm gonna try to get to the point. And it says, I'm gonna start right here, verse 6, because this is going into the parable where the Lord, he gave the parable in regards to the sower who was thrown, that was sown in the some of the seeds went on to different types of ground, like the stony ground, and some was scorched. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get right to the point here, within the point, right? It says, did I pass it? I was just looking at it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is oh, let me read this right here. This is Mark 4:11. It said, and when he was alone, and this is when he was talking to, his disciples, they were about him with the 12, asked of him the parable, and said unto him, unto you is given the mystery of the kingdom of Yahweh. But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables. Okay? So the disciples were like, why you didn't tell the people, why you didn't break the parable down for them? You gave them that parable and just left them high and dry. Like, what's going on? And he was like, they keep them guessing. It's unto you is to know the kingdom of heaven. Okay? And that's gonna be their first fruit right there. Let me see if I can find something here. I was looking for some. Okay, I know what I was looking for. All right, so he said about the parable, and he said it was sown and otherwise, and okay, it says, well, it's like it's about the fruit. Let's see, okay, here it goes. Slovakia. This is Mark 4:20. I started verse 27. We'll end it off with this. Verse 26. It said, and he said, so is the kingdom. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking because it's in red. Okay? It says, and he said, so is the kingdom of Yahweh. It is if man should cast seeds into the ground and should sleep and rise night and day, and the seed should spring and grow up. He knoweth not how. For the earth bringeth forth fruit of herself, first the blade, then the ear, after the full corn of the ear. But when the fruit is brought forth, immediately he putteth in the sickle, because the harvest is come. All right? And then he said, whereunto we liken the kingdom of Yahweh? Okay? Or with what compassion shall we compare it? It is like a grain of mustard seeds, which, when it is sown in the earth, is less than all the seeds in the that be in the earth. And we look at us. We all, I mean, you see, we out here on the highways and byways. We're not in no high stature like And we're not. I ain't trying to say look be like idols or things like that. But what I'm saying is, people don't come up to like the LeBron James and things like that of the world. They look at us as the lowly. Why y'all doing out there? Y'all bums. What's going on with you guys? Get out, get a job, get a job, things like that. So they don't look at us as that. So, like you say, like the mustard seed, as it said, it is less than all these seeds that be in the earth. But when it is sown, it groweth up and becometh greater than all the herbs, and shooteth out great branches, so that the fowls of the air may lodge under the shadow of it. Okay, so we're pushing out the word and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that's gonna, and we stay rooted in there. What's gonna happen is we're gonna be sprouting out these seeds, and then all of a sudden, like you say, when that destruction comes, when Esau come down on the flood, as it says in Revelation 12, we're gonna be covered. We're gonna be rooted, and the Lord is gonna deliver us. Lord's willing, we be those men. Lord's willing, we be that fruit, that new wine. We will keep that faith. Okay, we want to be on the cherries and drink wine with Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, we those men. Call halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Waha Racha Badash. The bonus to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.